All right, fellas. Emergency blankets, space blankets. These guys. Again, I am not selling anything. These things. They're for emergencies. Oh, are you gonna survive for a hurricane? Oh, in case of tornado. Oh, you're gonna save it? No. Just redefine what you call an emergency. These things, for what they are, for what they weigh, for what they cost, they're a couple of bucks. You ought to have them everywhere. If you've got a bag, it ought to be in your bag. Should be one or two in your car. Should be, in your hunting camp, in your hunting gear. Let's go through this. This makes me crazy that it is so overlooked. Right off the bat, you can throw this in your luggage. TSA doesn't care. It's not a threat. Well, as of right now, it's not a threat. If it does come in a box, it is cardboard. Look, it's something insulative. It's something you can use for a handle. It's also fire starter. They don't always come in the box. Matter of fact, they're lighter and crunchier without the box. If you've got headphones on right now, I'm going to tell you, I'm sorry. It's about to get a little loud and crunchy, and that's the way it is. Emergency blankets. They are noisy. They are crunchy. All right. Actually made a list. Some of these things that you can do. Everybody knows that you can wrap up and stay warm because it reflects 99.98% of Dennis and keep you warm. Yeah, we get that. If you've ever wrapped up in one of these, you're going to know it is noisy as anything, but it does work. If you break down, if the car won't start, you got to wait for a tow truck. And dead of winter, it's cold. Car won't start. You got no heat. You can wrap up. But it's got a whole bunch of other stuff. You can, if you are out and about, you get all muddy. Kids are after a football game are all muddy. You can put this over the seat. Seat cover. Seats stay clean. It'll keep you warm. It'll also keep you cool. So if you think it holds the heat in, it also holds the heat out. It's shade. So again, if you go someplace very warm down south and you're not used to that, look, put this up in the window. It'll keep the car a little cooler. It'll create some shade, whatever you need there. You can use it for shelter. You can build shelter, and there's a million videos about that. But not only will it keep you warm, but it will keep you dry, or it'll keep others dry, keep other things dry. If you have, I don't know, let's just say a pile of firewood, you could cover a pile of firewood. But also if you had a bundle of very, very important papers that you had to go from the car to, I don't know, a courthouse. And you really didn't need all this getting wet. Wrap it up. As soon as you get inside, take it, throw it away. Cost you $1.50. All your stuff stayed dry. Pretty good idea. If you have a broken window, you can cover it up. It'll keep the weather out. If you have car trouble and you need to look up underneath the car, you can put this down. Now you can kneel on it. You actually can lay on it. If you happen to be in nice clothes, heading to a wedding or a funeral or things like that, that's when just shite hits the fan. Throw this down, stay clean. When you show up, you're still a hero. If you are out and about, hiking, hunting, whatever, and you screw up your ankle or you blow out a knee and now you're in an ice pack. Well, if it's bad weather, you got lots of snow, you can put lots of snow in this, wrap it up in the snow, now you get an ice pack. You're not going to get wetter. As far as that type of thing, for a tent, if it's a little colder than you thought it was going to be, and your tent is not as good as it should be. When you put up your tent, a lot of times it's a screen on top. Take this guy and put it over top, and then put your rain fly. It'll hold a whole lot more heat. Now, don't be stupid and start taping this thing up so you don't have any air to breathe. I'm saying the top layer will hold a lot of heat in instead of letting it head off into the sky. If you are a hunter, and you field dress your animal, and there's a lot of vital organs that you want to take home and make meals out of. If you didn't remember to put something in your pocket to put those things in, well, there you go. Heart, liver, spleen, pancreas, all those things that you want to make stew out of. Put them in there, wrap them up, tie them up, put them in your pocket. Everything stays clean and healthy and ready to use when you get back home. Now, some of the other, that's all these different ideas of how you can use it to cover, to underneath, to stay warm, to stay dry, and everything else like that. What so many people don't realize is this has strength to it. So, and this is actually a pretty big one. Here's what we're going to do. Take this thing. I already told you it was going to be noisy. I got a carabiner right here. There's a knife. All right. I don't know if I'm staying in frame or not, but at this point I don't really care that much. One little piece of it. One little piece of it. Now, if you have an injury and you put, paper towel and some electrical tape on that, but you're still going to be mudding, you're still going to be in insulation, pink insulation, that's always fun. You can use this to wrap up the wound. Don't wrap it so tight that you cut off circulation. But look, it stays dry. It stays clean. You won't get an infection. But the bigger thing that you can do with this is just twist and twist and twist and twist. Now, it's a string. It's a tight string. Or it's a strong string. This is now a bootlace. This is how you could build a shelter with this and tie sticks together. It's a bootlace. It's a belt. It is, if you have to attach your game tag to the game that you just harvested and you didn't bring tie straps or string, there you go. You can tie that to the antlers. You can run a hole through its ear and tie it. You can, if you're going to be dragging this animal and its legs are hanging out, and you usually tie those up to the antlers and stuff, it's a piece of string. It's a belt. If you go small gaming and end up with a mess of animals there, and you can tie them together and now tie that to your belt or run it up over your shoulder, carry them around very easily and continue hunting. It is everything. The reason that you carry paracord or string or whatever it is, it's now that. Also, I'm not saying don't carry this, but you can, and we saw this is 72 inches long, so you can make a string 72 inches long. And this stuff is strong. How strong? How strong? How strong does it need to be? I don't know. How strong does it need to be? Bear with me. How strong does it need to be? I don't know. If we twist that, it just gets stronger. Just gets stronger and stronger. But how strong does it really need to be? How strong? I don't know. Let's see what we put in there. Pair of pliers. I said watch your ears. Pair of pliers. How about a wrench? But a wrench! How about a hammer? And a hammer. And a hammer. Hammer. I don't know how strong does it need to be. How about a hatchet? No, I'm sorry. Hatchet. About an axe. Oh wait. How about the other axe? The other axe. Oh, hammer axe. Let's see here. Double bit axe. Fire axe. How strong does this need to be? How strong can it be? How about some car chalk block? I'm sorry, car jack. Jack stand. How strong does this need to be? How strong does that need to be? This is what I'm talking about, fellas. This unsung piece. And when you're done, throw it away. Because it costs you $2. That's what it's about. One more thing I forgot to say is if you take one and line a box or a milk crate or anything like that, now you have a container that can hold water, that can hold ice and beverage, that can hold the casserole so that whenever you go to Aunt Jethrine's house, it won't spill everywhere. You can wrap it up and it'll keep it actually kind of warm for that trip over, for keep your corn souffle warm for the holidays. You also can now have a wash basin if you go camping, extended period. Something gets really muddy or dirty or soiled. Now, with some water, you have a container. When it's all done, take it up, throw it away. It costs you $2. Fellas, these emergency blankets are so worth it. Look into it, have fun with it, come up with some other ideas that I didn't. Put them in the comments. Every day, either teach or learn, and on a good day, you do both.